Alright, y'all, so low-key on a walk right now. I don't know if y'all can hear me because it is very windy outside, but I just kind of wanted to take a walk, talk about God a little bit, talk about how I've been feeling today. And as you can see, it is a very beautiful day. It was low-key it was like raining a little bit yesterday and today, so I'm surprised that it cleared up a lot. But, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for another beautiful day of life. I'm thankful that I got to wake up today. Again, as I said in my last video, which should be uploading right now, I woke up pretty early. I woke up at like 8, helped my grandma get some breakfast, and then I went back to bed, which probably was a mistake because I woke up not feeling the best, but that's cool. We make mistakes so we can learn from them, and it is what it is. You can't go back in time, so hopefully tomorrow I'll just try to wake up a little bit earlier because I did go to bed pretty early. I went to bed at like 12. I'm going to keep trying to do that because that'll kind of help me to get some rest, and I'll feel a little bit better when I wake up. But and I don't really know exactly what to talk about. I've only done like 2 or 3 of these videos where I'm just kind of walking around and talking about how I feel. But I just wanted to talk more about my walk with God and what's been going on with me, because I'm being pretty honest in my videos when I tell y'all that I've done a lot of stupid stuff and I have sinned a lot. And for somebody like me, it's a lot more hard for me to think that God can love somebody that's done as much things as I have. And it's hard for me to really sit there and contemplate, does God actually love me? Does he actually care for me? Because if he does, then why did this happen to me? Or why did that happen to me? Or why did he let this happen? Why did this person get taken away from me? And unfortunately, you can't sit there and blame God for everything. You can't blame God for certain people not being in your life, or for you not having certain things or certain people to be there for you, because it's not God's fault a lot of the times, honestly. It's the people's fault. People make certain decisions that maybe will cost them certain things, like maybe time in this life, or certain people they hang around might cost them certain things, And I don't know what those things are. I know for me, a lot of the times I ask God, why couldn't my dad be here for me? Why couldn't my mom and dad be here to help me out with a lot of the issues that I go through? But then you got to kind of take a step back, because I know for me, who am I to blame God for what my parents have done? Because they were adults, they knew what they were doing. Unfortunately, they got into drugs very early like me. But luckily, by the grace of God, I got away from a lot of those drugs. I still smoke weed, obviously, but I'm trying to get away from weed as well, because I don't think I should be smoking it either. Because I want to be able to enjoy a beautiful day like this without feeling like I got to get high or like I got to smoke weed to enjoy something, because that's not how it is. You can enjoy things a lot better when you're not high, when you're not consuming something. But I'm just gonna take it one step at a time, one day at a time, whatever you want to say. But I just know I do wish my parents were here for me. I know my dad, unfortunately, he passed away a little bit ago. But my mom, she's still here. She's still battling her addictions. And I haven't actually heard from her in a couple of days, so I pray to God that she's doing good. But, it's hard on my family to really talk to her because of the things that maybe she's done. And it's just, it's hard for us. It's hard for all of us because we all got issues. We all got problems. But honestly, I truly do thank God for the people that I have. For the people that I have with me that are able to help me through these issues that I have. That I can go to my family and talk to them about the issues that I've been facing and about a lot of the things that I've done. Because for me, I grew up hating everybody. I grew up hating people. I grew up wishing that and it's hard for me to say right now, but when I was younger and I was being raised by my grandma, I said a lot of the times they're I wish you weren't here. I wish I had my mom with me or something like that, some BS like that. And obviously now I'm paying for that, because I'd give everything I have right now just to go back and spend more time with my grandma, but that's just how it is. And I was very little too when I was saying a lot of those things, so I'm not going to act like I knew what I was saying, because I didn't. But I kind of, I knew that shit was hurting my grandma. And obviously I take it back now, because I don't want to, now that I'm older, I don't really want to hurt anybody. I don't like hurting people. I don't like making somebody feel like they're less than they are, or I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or anything like that. So I'm hoping I can get a lot better on that. And right now I'm actually going back to the spot where I usually read my Bible at, just to sit there and chill for a minute. But there's a lot of people walking around right now, so I'm just kind of awkward with that. But again, you know, if you're facing something, or if you're going through a lot of stuff, especially guilt, that's one of the tools that people say that the devil uses against you. He uses all your guilt. So like all the things that you feel bad about, maybe you'll be telling yourself like, oh, I don't deserve to pray to God, or I don't deserve to ask for help because I've done certain things. But the problem is, if you don't ask for help, you're never going to get it. And that's if you believe in God or if you don't. If you don't ask your therapist for help, you're never going to get it. If you don't ask your parents for help, you're never going to get it. If you don't ask God for help, he probably still will help you out with some things. But if you don't ask for the help you think you need, you're not going to get it. He's not going to give you the things that you don't ask for. And even sometimes, God may not give you everything you ask for because, again, God knows everything you're going to do. God knows everything that you will do, that you could do, everything that you should do, everything that you shouldn't. And sometimes, you know, God knows for a fact, if he gives you, for example, if you're struggling with something like, if you're going through some type of addiction and you're sitting there praying to God, oh Lord, why don't I have money, or why don't I have this, why don't I have that? He's not going to give you a bunch of money because he knows damn well you're going to spend that on drugs, or you're going to do something. Because you might think to yourself, well, you know, now that I got all this money, why don't I just give up and relapse, or, you know, I'll get better tomorrow. You know, I'll do a little bit of drugs today and I'll get better tomorrow. And the issue with that is, that's just how addiction starts back up again, because you tell yourself, I'll be okay. You know, I can sit here, I can smoke whatever I want, or I could take something, or, you know, whatever it is you're dealing with. Probably tell yourself that I can go do this again and I'll be fine tomorrow. I can just get away from it. But the issue is, again, that's not how it's going to work. I'm going to sit down real quick. Sorry about that. But yeah, you can't expect God to give you all these things that are gonna mess you up in the end. You know, you can't ask God for a bunch of money knowing that you're gonna spend it on something you're gonna ruin your life with, because he's not gonna give it to you. He's not gonna give you a bunch of money just for you to go spend that on drugs or whatever you're gonna spend it on. Because if we're being honest with ourselves, we know damn well that we're gonna do something dumb with a lot of the stuff that we have. I know for me, if I got a bunch of money out of nowhere, I probably would spend all that money on a bunch of dumb shit that'll probably mess up my life. And I thank God that I don't get that. You know, I thank God that I have like a steady income so that I don't want to waste all my money, because I know I would. You know, I know for a fact someone like me who has I got very impulsive thoughts, so I know I would definitely go out and buy a bunch of random shit that I don't even need. So I thank God that I kind of can take it slow, and that I just help my family out, buy whatever they need, buy us food or whatever, clothes. So, you know, you got to kind of look at the bigger picture and see what God is really doing for you, and see how much he can actually bless you. Because if you're asking for a bunch of stuff that you know you don't need, he's not going to give it to you. But I truly do feel like if you truly ask for something that you desperately need that'll actually help you in the long run and it won't harm you or anything, I feel like maybe you'll get it. You know, you might not get it at the time that you want it, but you might get it at the time that God maybe knows that you actually need something, you know? Like if you truly do need money, if you're struggling, God will send something for you. He'll provide something for you. He'll provide some food or somebody to come and help you out. But then you got to make the conscious decision to accept that help or to deny it. And I know for me, I've definitely asked God a lot of times, like, why do you send us all these challenges if you actually love us? Why do you sit here and like play with us? You know, why do I got to make all these decisions? But it's like a teacher. You know, a teacher's not going to sit there and just walk you through every problem in your class, because then you're never going to learn anything. You're never going to learn from your mistakes. So you kind of got to make some mistakes to learn from them. And you got to be able to make conscious decisions on what you're going to do with your life, or how much help you need, or like what you do need. And that's, you know, it's very hard. We're all humans. We're all going to make mistakes, but I think that's a good thing. You know, you got to make mistakes to learn from them, obviously. So, you know, you just kind of got to look at all the things that God is actually providing you. And I know for a fact that God does give us all a lot of good chances to be better and to improve on certain things, maybe to help ourselves or to help somebody else. And sometimes you might get like a feeling, like a really impulsive feeling on like, oh, I should really go and help somebody. I should go help this person. But sometimes you won't get that. Sometimes it's going to be up to you. You're going to have to make that decision like, oh, I should go help that person, or I should do whatever it is. And I think no matter what, if you're helping somebody out, that's always good. I don't think you're ever going to do something wrong by helping somebody, because if you're truly helping somebody, you're not going to give them something that'll harm them or, whatever. So it's not like, oh, this homeless person, he needs money, but I know what he's going to buy for it, so I'm still just going to give him money. Like, no, it's not helping. You know what he's going to do with it. You know they're going to buy something with it, so you might as well buy them food. And if they get mad at, it is what it is. You're trying to do the right thing. Who cares? It is what it is. But it's just like, life is very confusing. That's for sure. Life is very confusing, and it's hard for a lot of us to understand why we get put into certain positions, or why certain things had to happen to us, or not even had to, but why certain things did happen. And that's, that's a big question. Like, why does God allow certain things? Why did God allow, why does God allow us to be hurt? And it's, it's obviously hard to deal with, but, that's just life, bro. And even if you don't believe in God, what are you going to do then? You're just going to blame everybody else for what they did to you? I mean, that's not going to help you at all. You can't live life by hating everybody. That's not going to save you at all. That's not going to help your life at all. It's not going to make you feel any better about yourself or anything. And I know for people that do believe in God, for myself, I'm just trying my hardest to kind of understand everything, and it's very hard. But sometimes you don't even really you don't gotta understand everything. You can just kind of live your life and just, I don't understand that. That's okay. I'll just move on, and I'll try to do better. I'll try to, not make a mistake, or whatever it is. Just try to live your life as best as you can. Nobody's ever going to be perfect, so you don't expect to make the best decisions every time. And even with God, even if you're praying to God every single day, you're still going to make mistakes. All the preachers that I look up to, I don't really watch Catholic preachers. I watch like more Orthodox, like older people. But for them, they'll proudly admit like, no, I've made a bunch of mistakes. I'm not perfect in any way. And I think that's good, bro. We should all, I don't know why so many people are so afraid to admit to what they've done. You don't even have to say exactly what you've done. Just say you've made mistakes, be honest. And that's what I'm trying to do a little bit. I'm trying to be honest about a lot of the things that I've done, because I have made a lot of bad mistakes, and I've hurt a lot of people that I wish I didn't. But I can't go back in time and just, I can't sit here and wallow and just, I hate myself and I want to go back in time and fix it. Because if you do that all day, you're going to waste your life. You're going to miss opportunities that you could have helped somebody, or that you could have made progress on something. And you're going to waste those opportunities by hating yourself and by just wishing you can go back and fix things. And it's, it's good to kind of wish that you could fix a lot of stuff, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to wish that you could fix something. It's not. That's a good thing. That shows that you do have humility. I think that's the word. I'm not too sure. But it shows that you're a good person. It shows that you are trying to be a good person, because you want to go back and you want to fix things. You want to be better. You want to show people that, hey, I can be better. I didn't want to do this, And that's a good thing. You shouldn't feel embarrassed by wanting to help people at all. But just try to, if I was to say anything about this life, just try to live this life by trusting God. Whatever happens, it'll happen. If you can change certain things, you should change it. If you can make the right decisions, you should make those decisions, And whatever you've done in the past, you can't sit there and wallow on it, because it's just going to ruin you. It's going to make you feel horrible. And there is some stuff that I've done that do make me feel horrible, and they should, because it was horrible things that I did. It should make me feel bad. But I can't just sit here and waste my whole life and miss every other good opportunity to help somebody else out by saying, I wish I never did that, or I wish I never did this. Because it's true. I wish I didn't do a lot of things. I wish I didn't hurt a lot of people. But I'm not going to waste these opportunities that I have now by just crying in my room and wishing that I could go back, Because you can't. You only get one life, You only get one life, and you got to live it. You got to try to make good decisions with whatever you got. Even if you're in the worst place that you've ever been in your life, if you're in the worst rut, if you feel like you got nothing, bro, you've always got God with you. You have always got God with you, and you've always got people that care for you. Even if you feel like you don't have anybody, you have people that care for you. I promise you that. You always have somebody that cares for you. And maybe they're too afraid to admit that they care for you, because they're going through something, but just know that they do care for you. So I don't really know what the point of this video was. It was just kind of a motivational thing for myself and for anybody else watching. And just to kind of talk about my feelings and my thoughts. And I know it's very scrambled, because I have, my thoughts aren't the best, and my speaking definitely isn't the best. So it's just, I'm trying to get better at that. So I want to make more talking videos where I just sit outside and talk about whatever's going on, you know? But just try to trust God, you know? Try to trust God, try to trust people, try to make the best decisions that you can make. And again, if you've done something wrong in the past, just kind of let it go. Try to let it go. If you've hurt somebody, try your hardest to show them that you've become better, that you're doing better, and that you want to do better by them and you want to help them. And if they don't want the help, there's nothing you can do. You can just say, okay, that's fair. You know, that's fair enough. You don't want my help? Fine. Don't get angry at them though. Don't try to, I know for me, I definitely sit there in my head a lot, and I'll sit there and be like, oh, well, they're giving me attitude and, you know, just whatever, like, you know, forget them. And like, no, that's not how you should be, you know, because they have the right, if you've done something wrong to somebody, they have the right to give you attitude and say, oh, I don't need your help. And that's fine. Just say, okay, that's fine. And you're always going to have those thoughts, but just try to push them into the back of your head. Just try to push them away and be like, nope, I'm going to be positive about it. Because you know what? They don't need my help. Fine. I'll ask if they need my help with something else, you know? It's never a bad thing to try to help somebody. Don't ever think that you're in the wrong for trying to help somebody out or for trying to do good for somebody else. Don't ever think you're in the wrong or that you're a bad person for that. Even if sometimes it ruins their day, even if you're telling your friend like, hey man, don't go out there and party with those people, you know what's going to happen. If that ruins their day, oh well, bro, it's for the best. It's for the best that you don't go out there and party with a bunch of people that don't care about you, that can get you into situations that can get you killed or that can get you messed up or whatever it is, you know? But again, just try your hardest to trust in God, trust in the people you have around you that truly do love you, and try to surround yourself with people that care about you and that want to see you do good. Sorry, I got the hiccups, but I just wanted to quickly make this video. God bless all of you guys. I hope you all have an amazing day. Again, sorry for rambling so much. I'm just trying to get these thoughts out of my head and talk about them more. And I'm thankful for today. You know, I'm thankful that God gave me another beautiful day to surround myself in the wilderness and to be there with my grandma and my sister and everybody and my friends. So thank God for that. But God bless all you guys. Stay safe out there. And if you haven't gone outside yet, go outside and enjoy this beautiful weather and the beautifulness that God has given us, the beauty that God has given us in this world. Enjoy it, because it won't last forever. So again, God bless you guys. I love you all, and peace out.